It's our showtime.
Wow, amazing transitions throughout. That's been the highlight so far. It's really showcasing through film transitions and clever editing the versatility of this character. Continuing our Wuthering Waves series with the Yinlin character showcase. If you've been enjoying our time together, watch more. Alright, let's watch it. Wuthering Waves, Lore Masters, join me.
We got a problem. Undercover cop in our ranks. Our stuff made people overclock. What if...
She gonna be undercover?
Don't worry, boss. It's been taken care of.
Okay.
No one will know a thing.
Cool. I like how these trailers are a bit longer in Wuthering Waves. You get more time for character stuff. Whoa! That was interesting. That's a really cool shot. Someone who's controlling the puppet strings.
Allow me to delight you with the grand finale.
Was it her who's in control? Or is she one of the puppets?
Our factory's up and running again.
Cool, different perspective changes here.
What about the side effects?
I really like it.
Those workers won't last long.
Just throw some cash at their families. That'll shut them up.
Interesting.
That new chick fixed your screw up. Do the upgrades like she said, or end up like the other losers.
Interesting.
Go.
So she's undercover construction.
Looks like they could use some more help from me.
And the red dots are our visual cue.
Those suckers will eat up our new arsenal.
That was a great transition. Wow.
Oh yeah, I will make sure everything goes as planned.
Cool. Yeah, she keeps changing. It's like she's playing every side. This is awesome. Wow, great transitions too. Yeah, really showcasing all of her different roles, all different abilities. And she's also a really skilled athlete.
Oh, an ambush.
This is great.
Zapstring. It's our showtime.
Wow, amazing transitions throughout. That's been the highlight so far. It's really showcasing through film transitions and clever editing the versatility of this character. And wow, look at the choreography. She can fight too. She's not just a spy. This is amazing.
Greed has its price.
Uh-oh.
You should have been prepared.
Don't say it. Nobody say it.
Those
Wow, this is really cool so far.
Somehow figured it out, but at least our stuff is. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh, careful. You see this activator here? With a gentle little push of this button. Well, let's just say your boss won't be too pleased with
I could blow all this up.
You fool! She's the mole!
And who's the one we took out?
Interesting.
Hand that thing over. Now!
Tut tut. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Tut tut.
Surrender or die.
Man, look at the
The
confidence.
choice is yours. I'll give you 5 seconds.
The build up and the tension here. It's a really good standoff.
5.
It's fun.
That activator alone
4.
won't make any difference.
Well then, you're in for a bigger surprise. Delicate strands intertwine, spawn into a web. Now, time to claim my prey.
That is something that she puppets. That's so cool. I was wondering. Yeah, you can see her gloves have that now. So we had this cool intro. She's actually leaving the aspect ratio. Did you see that? She's actually leaving the screen. That was really interesting. Yeah, we got to go back and analyze those frames. It's really good. Wow. It's kind of cool. It's something like she's above everything. She's in control of everything. Literally bigger than the video. The scope of her control. And we went to it. We went to a 2D shot there. We went to a drawing. That was really interesting. Typically don't do that again in these trailers. Cool transition. And we're going to see her different outfit. Yeah. So, okay, I have a question. The outfit changes. How does this play into her character in the game? Like you change outfits?
Zapstring. Another prey falling right into our lap.
Zapstring is her power. Okay. Really cool. So, yeah, does this play into her gameplay? Like, are you able to switch outfits and spy on people? Or is that just something that's for the trailer? Do you use the Zapstring more often in her fighting? Really cool stuff. There's a couple shots I want to talk about, like particularly this insane thing that happens right around here. Yeah, look, she leaves the frame, guys. How cool is this? So again, we're showcasing her kind of larger than life abilities. Watch what happens here. Did you catch it? Pretty sweet, right? Let's pause play. She did it there too. See, watch. We're gonna switch the aspect ratio now. This is pretty clever stuff. See, we've brought these black bars in. Her foot is already outside it. So is her hair. And look at this. She is going to continue to exist outside of it. Isn't that wild stuff? So you can see she's kind of jumping. Her head. She's actually a little transparent there. It's cool. Kind of like a relic from editing. Very cool stuff, man. Very cool stuff. Very creative. The aspect ratio comes back after that. It's this little moment to kind of, it's like she's in control. You know, it's like almost she's breaking the fourth wall a little bit, and we're seeing something that's typically not happening in any sort of video or film. Love it. But let's continue to break it down. Like I said, guys, if you enjoy our time together, make sure to sub here on YouTube. Hop into our Discord if you want to have a lovely conversation about any of these games. Suggest more games for me to watch. And if you want to choose a game, a video for me to react to, click the join button, become a Dragoon member. Let's continue. I really like the art style here. I'm still very new to Wuthering Waves. I've only seen the other one we did, and it was really good. I liked it for John. But let's continue. So looking at the intro, we have this very, very close-up kind of view of her. You can see she has all these kind of poster boards where she's been studying her target, her enemy. But I like how we start up here, because they've established this is going to be our anchor. Her eyes, and of course this kind of red dots on her face, that's going to be our clue to who she is, even as she's changing outfits. So very smart to focus in on that early.
No one will know a thing.
And then we see this, which I really like. Again, we're starting up close. The things that matter. This is her sort of puppeteering power. Her zap string, as she called it. Which is very cool, which also, of course, mimics and kind of echoes the imagery of the threads of fate, if you will, which is kind of cool. People who are in control in Greek mythology.
Allow me to delight you with the grand.
And this is the puppet. Okay. Now, this shot really stood out to me. It's very kind of like Born Identity, film series where you kind of like have this very subjective documentary feel. You're looking around the crowd. You're seeing stuff happening from different perspectives. Check this out. And we have that, yeah, just that little bit of a hoop, and the camera looks documentary feel, very fun. And for this sort of thing, it works well. We've also have that kind of visual cultural language from movie series like that, spy movies.
What about the side effects? Those workers.
This is her, of course, like listening in to people. Again, this shot, very cool. Spy, looking in, being hidden. All themes of this.
Fixed your screw.
So it's clever to have the camera placed behind that.
Like she said, or end up like the other losers. Let go.
Yeah, just a great shot too. The slow kind of, she's listening in. You know, it feels like we're outside.
Like they could use some more help from me.
We're gonna rake in the
So she ends up breaking something over here, which is cool. Now I like this shot. When we get this little transition, she turns around and there's the string. So you can follow the string, the thread, and it's like she's in control. Again, the thread leaves the screen. She has control of things outside of vision. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now I want to see this where she transitions.
Everything goes as planned.
Some cool lighting effects here. As the bullets go by, you do have some kiss lighting around the rims of the characters as they run and stuff, which is cool. It's very well done. Nice wide angle there. Cool transitions. I really like that one. That was very clever. So what happens is we have her sort of perform a transition wipe across the screen, but it is of course with, that's a really cool move by the way, with the heel of her shoe, goes right across the screen, doesn't miss a beat, same shot, same focal length, that wide angle, probably like 20 millimeter. She's back on the run. Very clean transitions. All over the place. Boom, we keep doing it. She gets close enough, something wipes across the screen. Very consistent, I love it.
Oh, an ambush. Zapstring. It's our show.
Now, I love the transition into this kind of live 2D model right here. They used the particle effects from the zap string. I thought this was really cool. Let's look at it. So she's here. Really clever. And then, yeah, she assumes the exact pose, but there's a nice pop. Boom, and look at that. It's really clean, yeah. It's really clean.
It's our showtime.
That's awesome. You can see the puppet right there. Zap string, yeah. Really cool artwork too. It's interesting because the artwork in Wuthering Waves actually looks a little bit different. Like the sort of line quality of the face and even the structure of the eyes and sort of the anatomy of the characters is a little bit different. And it's like they didn't quite translate that over into the character model. It ended up looking a little bit more similar to the Hoyoverse type character models in the game, which is likely because they know that's a very successful model and they want to have those characters look similar and appealing, since Genshin is so popular, since Honkai's Star Rail is so popular. But it's interesting. I actually quite like this art style. I wish they looked a little bit more like that. Even the quality of the hair and stuff, the colors. A little bit more organic. That was a clean shot. Let's look at this. So she kicks up like this. Does like this axe kick, and we cut into a horizontal. And you have a lot of cool editing transitions here. So look, even in here we have a little bit of a blur, a Gaussian blur in a vignette. See this? That blur in the vignette transitions. See how it blurs just around the outside, and you have this character in focus right in the middle. It's a cool technique people use for transitions pretty often. And there it is. She's escaped the aspect ratio, but in this case, we actually have scan lines on the screen, which gives the feeling of watching footage, which is another sort of visual cue of spy films, which I really like. Hey, let's review the footage. Let's review the security cameras, secret cameras, but she's outside of that. Yeah, and there she is. She's exceeding the limits of the screen. I love that.
Greed has its price. You should have been prepared.
Damn.
Those bloody exiles somehow figured it out.
Then this is her big kind of gambit here. This is what I like. See, when you get a little bit of a longer trailer, these tend to be around 4 minutes, the Wuthering Waves ones, you can have kind of like scenes like this, which I really like. I hope, I mean, let's be honest, with the budget that Hoyoverse has too, they could easily do these much longer. And something I've mentioned, and I'm glad to see in a lot of recent stuff from Genshin, from Star Rail, from this, is that I'm always like, the cast is so amazing in all these games. Like, have the characters interact more, man, in these demos. It's just like a treasure trove of opportunities. So stuff like this has a lot of potential for that with the longer things. So I'm glad to see these kind of like different scenes happening.
Oh, careful.
I don't think there's any other major characters featured in this one though.
You see this activated?
You see this USB stick?
You're here with a gentle little push of this button.
I really like this sort of calmness that the character has as she goes through this, like completely in control, and she's actually placed explosives that are apparently on a timer.
Tell me what to do. Surrender or
And look at this. There's people with weapons trained on her. She's not even paying them heed.
the choices.
I also really like the color choices in this scene. Notice everybody is wearing this red, orange, and the rest of the scene, the rest of the set piece is just kind of gray, a little bit of gold. Really, really cool aesthetic for that reason. So that was nice design.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
There's another shot. It's just completely red grays. Those red pop so much, and she's just like with this cool lighting that they've done. It's very well carved out. You have her shadow cast forward, and you have this beautiful light that's coming from the door behind her, creating this like halo effect, or the spotlight effect, straight down the middle. So she is super highlighted with the highest contrast in the image, so it makes it pop the most. Very well done.
We've got the weapons now.
5.
Nice shot here. Shallow depth of field. These guys completely out of focus. You have some beautiful bokeh in the background here, and she is just really, really highlighted.
That activator alone
4.
won't make any difference.
Well then, you're in for a bigger surprise.
Yeah,
Delicate
That's awesome.
strands intertwine, spun
yeah. Again, just complete. And the cool thing about the explosion too is it becomes an explosion of color. These kind of like more orange and yellow explosions, and the smoke and everything.
Now, time to claim my prey.
And then she just lights them up anyway. And there it is. Yeah, another shot where she exceeds the limits of the screen. I really quite like it. And yeah, you know what? You can actually see some anatomical differences here that do match that art style. So I might have been wrong. Yeah, the hair does look a little bit more organic too. Yeah. I think in some shots it doesn't look like they quite did it justice, but here it does. Yeah, the elongated limbs, the kind of like long, slender torsos are definitely different than the Genshin style. So I like to see that. They have their own art style a little bit, but it is essentially the same aesthetic. And here it is. She's going to leave the screen now. Yeah, very cool. The music, too, is just really cool. Yeah, I wanted to see this shot again. It's very well done. Just everything is on the puppet strings. Great shot. And it almost feels like, you know, but they seem to have shot it. In the case of her hand, it would be like composited as separate footage in real life. They would have shot it with almost like a macro type setup. So her hand looked enormous. It's cool. I love that shot too. Let's take a look. Yeah, the colors are really what sell this too. It's just a beautiful image because you have this little, and I think this is meant to be the strings, right? Yeah, this beautiful, beautiful kind of like pink purple, which matches her eyes, right? And there's that gray and gold here, like we said earlier, which is matching the set from before. It's just a beautiful shot. Very evocative. Okay, so that's the same symbol that the guy in the other trailer has. I'm starting to get this now. Yeah, everybody has that. The heroes. Yeah, and this is cool because it's referential to her art, that she's back in that position. Again, she's comfy. She's in control, you know? Yeah, and this is what really surprised me. We went back to a 2D setup. Trying to see where that transitioned. It seems like it was actually... Wait, is it a 2D setup or am I insane? Yeah, that's really cool. That's really well done. Some more character art, perhaps. It's fun, too. She's just like, yeah, I'm over here chilling. Yeah, they're a bit more slender. That's fun. And then she ends on her real design, right? Yeah. She had to end with the mewing, you know, guys? It's just...
Look what I found, Zapstring.
She had to do it.
Another prey falling right into our lap.
Good stuff. Well, I enjoyed it very much, guys. Thanks for watching with me. I hope you had a good time. Let me know if you want to see more Wuthering Waves. Like I said, I haven't played the game. I'm just kind of testing it out, seeing if you guys like it as viewers, seeing if it meshes with the channel. Some cool stuff in here, guys. Some cool stuff for sure. Let me know. I think there's only a couple characters out so far. And then, of course, from other games, what should I catch up on? I'm trying to catch up on the Hoyoverse stuff as well. I was a little behind on that. Warcraft, we did catch up on. And FF7, I'm going to have another talk soon with another fellow creator. So stay tuned for that. Very exciting stuff. But yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon.